Only 4 teams remain in the NHL playoffs, and the West is about to get going for their conference finals round. Hello everyone, I'm Drew Goldfarb. It is time to break down, preview, and make our pick for the 2019 NHL Western Conference Finals between the San Jose Sharks and the St. Louis Blues. The Blues were the first of the two to advance, but not because they won their second round series any quicker. In fact, St. Louis had to come from behind in their series with the Dallas Stars just to force a Game 7, picking up a Game 6 win in Dallas before winning at home in the series-deciding game Tuesday night. It's been an incredible run for the Blues, who are a far cry from what they were just 5 or 6 months ago. St. Louis fired head coach Mike Yeo in November, promoting Craig Berube to head coach when the team was just 7-9-3. On January 3rd, the Blues were the worst team in the NHL and 11 points out of a playoff spot. Now, as one of 4 teams left standing, they look like they just might be the best. Jordan Binnington continues to be lights out in net and the backbone of St. Louis's playoff run. The Blues have just grinded it out to get to this point and have the talent on their roster to go even farther. Jaden Schwartz and Alex Pietrangelo are tied for the team lead in playoff points with 11 apiece, which includes 8 goals from Schwartz. Regular season points leader Ryan O'Reilly is next up with 9 points, but Vladimir Tarasenko and Brayden Schenn, who combined for 122 points in the regular season, have combined for just 9 points in these playoffs. And yet, St. Louis finds itself in the conference finals. If those two can turn things up against San Jose, the Blues could become even more dangerous. San Jose got an energy boost from the return of their captain Joe Pavelski just in time for Game 7 against Colorado. The Sharks managed to top the Avalanche and win a Game 7 for the second round in a row. San Jose is led offensively by the three-headed monster of Brent Burns, Tomas Hertl, and Logan Couture, who all managed 14 points in the first 14 games of the postseason after ranking first, second, and third for the Sharks in points in the regular season. San Jose's top defensemen, Burns and Erik Karlsson, provide a big boost to that offensive attack. In net, Martin Jones has been stellar since the end of Game 4 of the first round. Since allowing 13 goals over the course of 4 games of that series and being pulled twice, Jones has given up 23 in 10 games and hasn't been pulled other than for an extra attacker. If that Martin Jones is what San Jose can get in net moving forward, they'll be in good shape. Sharks have plenty of postseason experience, even if their experience in this round may have been mostly negative. San Jose has made it to the conference finals 4 times prior to this year, including 3 times in the last decade, going 1-3 in those series. These two teams are often among people's picks to represent the Western Conference year after year, only to come up a little short. The Blues lost to the Sharks in the 2016 Western Conference Finals, as San Jose would go on to lose to the Pittsburgh Penguins in their first and only Stanley Cup Final appearance in franchise history. St. Louis has never won 3 playoff series in a single postseason, having lost twice in the conference finals in 2001 and 2016, and losing 3 straight years in the Stanley Cup Final from 1968 to 1970, all by sweep. During that time period, the NHL consisted of just 12 teams, and it took 3 rounds to decide a Stanley Cup champion. As for 2019, this should be a good matchup and very interesting in net. Jordan Binnington continues to be excellent for the Blues. Martin Jones has been outstanding for the Sharks since the start of Game 5 of the first round. Sharks got the better of the Blues in 2016, but I'm thinking this one goes the other way. I really like what St. Louis showed against Dallas, and they've been one of the best teams in the NHL since January 3rd. Mix in the odds given to St. Louis for this series, and I'm going with the Blues. Could this be another 7-game series? Which of these teams will represent the Western Conference in the Stanley Cup Final? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and check out gamblingsites.org for even more picks, tips, and how-to guides. I'm Drew Goldfarb. Thanks for watching. See you next time.